dark.
It is dark.
It's so dark. It's so Luciferian. It's disgusting, really. Guys, so we have a pretty amazing show for you today. We have a couple of amazing guests that are going to be on. One of them being Daniel Falkenbach, who is an instructor in the Syncretism Society Virtual Academy. And if you guys aren't part of the Virtual Academy yet, you should go to syncretismsociety.com and become an alum. All right, we have over 20 instructors from all around the plane that have come together and brought you so much knowledge, so much research, right? Decades and decades and decades of combined research with all of our instructors, brought to you in one single platform. So Daniel Falkenbach will be calling in, and we will be chatting about. First of all, he's a flat Earth geocentrist, stationary geocentrist. I don't like to use the words flat Earth anymore, Santos.
No, that's why
I don't like it.
I put geocentrism in my last upload.
Stationary geocentrism.
Yeah, I took flat Earth out of there. Yeah. I thought, keep it. Get people thinking a bit more about geocentrism.
That's it. Stationary geocentrism. That's enough. Those two words, you could understand that we're talking about a horizontal flat plane, right? That's understandable right there. So Daniel will be calling, as well as we have two amazing guests that will be calling up. They're also instructors in the Syncretism Society Virtual Academy. It's Nick Shazano and Crystal Cavalier. They are here in the studio. Yeah, woo, exactly. They'll be calling in, and we'll be talking about how to detox the body and why everybody is so fucking toxic. Excuse my French. And the body is being constantly polluted, constantly bombarded by heavy metals. I mean, heavy metals is probably number one at this point. EMFs, which carry an insane amount of radiation. And what we could do to raise your electromagnetic pulse naturally with just natural minerals that the earth has. And also things like LifeWave, as you guys can see. This is the X39 patch. So guys, full show today. Matter of fact, what we're going to do is we're going to have Daniel call in, and let me go ahead and he has so much information. He has an array of old books, old historic books written by Admiral Byrd, and his trip down to the to the south, to the ice wall. So he's going to be calling in and chatting a little bit. So where did you meet Daniel, by the way, Santos?
Daniel, I reached out to him on Facebook. I saw one of his videos, one of his early Flat Earth videos in about 2016, and he was funny, really. Oh yeah, really funny. You know,
he's a comedian. No, he is a comedian. He's a stand-up comedian.
Oh, is he? Yeah. That's why. And I tell you what, it was so good. So I just hooked up.
He brings comedy to stationary geocentrism.
Yeah.
All right.
And he uses good logic and reason, and with comedy mixed in with it. That's why I selected him.
All right.
I selected him to be a teacher.
Yeah, one of our instructors. Hello,
What's
Mr.
up,
Falkenbach, or as you go, AKA Flattenbach. It's Daniel Flattenbach on the line. How you doing, big brother?
Dude, I'm pumped, man. First time talking with Santos, and first time. I've known him since known of his work since 2009, 2010. We've talked since like 2013-ish.
Mm-hmm. But first time...
But never...
Vocally.
Yeah. Yeah, and being recorded, so
he's not
it's just perfect.
There we go. You heard what he said, Santos? You missed it, right?
Yep.
This is the first time you guys are actually talking. Well, he's been talking to you since 2013, but vocally. Have you ever heard? You ever talked?
Yeah,
he said this first time.
And I've known of his work when we were both Globeheads in 2009.
Yeah, no, but we've spoken on Facebook a couple of times.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Yeah, he's saying.
Plenty of times.
Yeah, obviously, he's saying that vocally you guys have never spoke audio.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the first time.
Oh, that warms my heart, by the way, to hear he thought I was funny. That warms my that warms my heart.
Do you remember the one where you had I think you had a NASA book on the globe there, and you sort of
oh yeah, the penis illustration. Yeah, and everyone's copied that since then. There's been a lot of the top flat earthers that have copied that one. I found that one first.
Yeah. Lately, hey Dan, listen to this. Lately, they've targeted one of my videos. I think it was Flat Earth Proofs number 4, and I had the Suez Canal, talking about it's flat.
Oh yeah. I have it on that, dude. SciManDan is talking shit about you right now about the Suez Canal. Yeah. And I talked to him earlier today on Twitter, and he goes, it's so funny because he's trying to talk shit. So I go, you're the worst, you're the least scientific Dan I know. Yeah. And I'm talking to, I got this Dan right now, and no, but he said he was talking about your debate with like the flat Earth. Yeah. And I said anything that clown involved in is garbage. Everyone knows that pig is he's not good, and his joke is embarrassment. He's a wheelchair artist.
Hey, SciManDan, jackass, let's have a debate. I would love to humiliate your ass and expose your small bits.
Exactly what I said.
Okay, because you're a dick, and I'm gonna expose your ass. This is a challenge to you, SciManDan. You're flying at 650 million miles an hour, Jack.
Into oblivion.
Jackass. 650 million miles an hour. And you can feel the earth tremble. You can tell it's moving. 600. That's 870,000 Mark. You'd think
how insane is that I told him earlier today, that you would destroy him in a debate. I said that to him earlier today.
Well, we're going to do it.
That you will destroy him in a debate.
Yeah.
But he's not up for it, Danny. He's not going to do it. He's not up for the debate.
Yeah, he's going to have to.
Oh, my.
Because right now the whole world is seeing that he's a gutless jackass, and that I'm going to pull his little panties down and expose his little bits with his Santa ball. And show everybody his Santa balls. And anyway, today I had to remove about 100 comments from guys with 1 subscriber, 2 subscribers. I don't think there was anyone there that had more than 3 subscribers. And they're all like, oh, Santos,
they're all fake.
You're retarded. Oh, Santos, you're dumb. Oh, Santos. And this is it. And they come up with these things to support their globe. Like, what about the Coriolis effect? And, what about this effect? And what about the fart and the burp effect? And that proves we're on a spinning Santa ball doing 650 million fucking miles an hour.
What do black holes have to do with this stuff? Why do you guys laugh at black holes? What's so funny about it? Is that related to the flat Earth at all?
Just amazing, man. They're so stupid. But they're computers, I think. They can't be really people doing this, right? They're not
No,
you can't be that much of a jackass.
They're called NPCs.
Yeah, globetards.
Yeah.
That's what I call them.
Non-player characters. They're not
Globots.
Globots.
You combine globe earthers and robots. Globots.
Exactly.
Yep.
Hey, Danny, I really wanted to tell our viewers exactly what it is that you bring to the table, because you have such a collection of books, and your first lesson was so amazing, man. I actually watched it twice. So I wanted, nice. Yeah, man. I wanted to talk a little bit about that collection, and a little bit about your involvement in the movement, man. If you could talk a little bit about Admiral Byrd and tell people about just the beginning. So some people don't know who he is at all. So. Yeah, brother, take it away.
Well, if you look into, not many people know about the Omega files, but that was a big conspiracy back in the pre-2010 days. All you gotta do is type in the Omega files and Admiral Byrd, and that'll lead you down some huge rabbit holes. So I haven't checked that in a decade, but that's where I started. Well, first, in 2000.
For those who don't know, if you could tell them what the Omega documents are.
Do you know?
I do.
Really? Well, then you know more about it than I do, because, like I just said, I haven't looked into it in 10 years, but I'm just saying that's where I started, like with Hollow Earth and the studying the German folklore of Hitler's crusades.
Yes.
Then learning about Admiral Byrd and his expeditions to the. And by the way, which is the first ever Freemasonic expedition.
I'm sorry, it's the first what?
Like, it's the first, at least, military publicized Freemasonic expedition. Yeah. And that's actually something I learned recently. I didn't know that extra fact. I was like, I'm like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. But yeah, just trying to, I started studying the shape of the universe, cosmology in general. You know, when an incident happened to myself, just like Santos was talking about an incident earlier, incident happened in my life, 2007. And so then I just made me start writing everything and questioning the whole cosmology and evolution, Big Bang, and where we came from, and dinosaurs and the speed of light and everything. So eventually you come across all these ridiculous conspiracies and Hollow Earth, the shape of the Earth, electromagnetic universe theory. Santos Bonacci speeded me up beyond belief with all of his, well, at the time it was totally different, but the syncretism in general, it was mind-blowing. And so that speeds up everything. Bill Donahue is another huge guy. And I've talked to him personally. Santos knows of Bill Donahue, and I've talked to him personally. I'm sure he has too.
Oh, listen, hey, we need to get him on our academy as an instructor.
It's ridiculous.
He must be on there.
I have the receipts when I talked to him years ago in like 2015 or 16. It broke my heart, to be honest.
Yeah,
that's what I started. I stopped like reaching out to people because of how heartbroken I was. I'm like, dude, you study the Bible more than almost anyone I know, and you do hour-long presentations.
Yeah,
you have 1,000 hour-long presentations. And yet you don't put together a geocentric presentation? That doesn't make any sense, dude.
What did he say about geocentrism then?
So he told me that he's traveled all around the plane, and that he's went to these observatories, and he's seen he's looked at the telescope CGI computer cartoons through the telescopes at the observatory in the museums, and now he's sorry, but he can't take me seriously now. But he appreciates how respectful I was when talking to him. And I was extremely respectful because I freaking love the guy. And so before he kicks the bucket, we got to get him out over here.
Oh, dude, how can he be? Oh, he's going to regret being such a great teacher. And
I know.
Missing the final link to illumination.
He's got 1,200 hour-long Bible presentations talking about photons and atoms and angles of light, angels of light, and putting all these pieces together. But no, he doesn't want to go into geocentrism and the geostationary planar Earth. No.
So sad. So sad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It is.
Wow.
Literally, like, I stopped reaching out to people for years. Like, I was so depressed.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I was having fun, like making fun of Mark Passio and shit. Like, and after I called out Mark Passio, he disappeared and then he reappeared and it was a totally anti-flat Earth. Yeah. Totally anti, because he has the ball logo, the ball Earth logo in the background.
Yeah.
So it's.
Here's another guy I want to debate. Mark Passio, you are a jackass. You're the biggest jackass in the world. I will debate your ass anytime. I would love.
Why? Did he call you out?
No. He cursed all the mothers of flat earthers about 3 years ago. I'm sure he had me in mind. He cursed them. He said, whores. They're all whores. The mothers of...
Really?
I'll tell you what.
How disgusting is that?
I will love to humiliate you because you are a fucking jackass. You are the dumbest piece of shit, stupid idiot in the world. And I would love to humiliate you. Absolutely. So do you hear me?
He hears you.
Mark Passio. When people write to me and say, check out Mark Passio stuff, I tell them, hey, this guy is a fucking dickhead on steroids. He is the stupidest.
He's one of the biggest hypocrites I've ever seen. He thinks he knows natural law, yet he opposes it.
Not only is he stupid, he's ugly. You can't watch his head. Well, it's that ugly. It looks like an animal of some sort. Ass.
Oh, wow.
Why didn't he put someone else's head?
I haven't listened to him in almost 5 years.
He needs to put a mask on his face.
What is his field, though? What is his field of research? I don't know who he is. Who is he?
Mark Passio. Everybody talks
who is he?
Not everybody.
He thinks he knows natural law. He talks about order. You're an order follower. You're an order follower.
And he's always angry.
When he's the order follower, he's always angry.
You'll never see him smile. Yeah. Like, he can't smile. He's like, I'm Mark Passio.
He doesn't smile.
I'm permanently angry, and I've got a 4x4 up my ass, and I sound like a jackass, and I am a jackass, and I'm an upside down spinning idiot traveling at 650 million miles every hour.
Yeah, so he used to be a Satanist. He's a former Satanist.
Still a Satanist because he's a globetard jackass.
And now he's teaching sovereignty, right, and common law.
Yeah, so he's a self-admitted Satanist too. Oh, listen, I come from these organizations. I'll talk to you about it in my Globe Earth books.
We have Rebecca Rodriguez, and shout out to her because she is, first of all, an amazing soul. We were with her for 4 days in Costa Rica. If you guys want to learn about real sovereignty and common law, she is the young lady to teach you. Guys, she knows everything. She knows how to get you out of debt. She knows how to cancel all of your contracts with everyone, all right, and become a complete and a private sovereign. And she's actually helping us with the society. Mm-hmm. There's only 4 people in the United States that know how to get you out properly.
Yeah.
4. There's only 4. And 2 of those 4 are her mentors.
Yep.
All right, guys? So if you want to watch Rebecca Rodriguez and learn about proper common law, and as well as Roman law and admiralty law and all of the, she knows everything. She knows everything. She's so smart. Dude, she's so well read and well.
I'm gonna have I got this book here. Okay, so I got 6,000 rare and unique hand-picked book from all over the United States, a dozen different states.
Oh wow!
And I got a book right here it's close to 1776. This book that I have in my hand. It's only a couple decades off.
What's it about?
It's called The Gibbons Decline. It's called The Gibbons Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire. It is humongous, wow. And it is close to the date of 1776. It's like 1813. It's close. Wow. And so this thing's humongous. The tome is probably close to 500. I actually don't even know, but I'm going to definitely do a video on this.
Beautiful.
In the future. And actually, I was going to do that for Santos. Yeah. And also, I reached out to Eric Dubé. And I talked to him, and he said that.
When did you reach out to him?
About 4 days ago.
Did you now?
And he got back. He got back to me immediately, and he said that he would. He said thanks for letting him know, and he'll definitely consider joining.
Forget about joining for a second. We would love for him to come on. Let's have him on the podcast.
Eric Dubé.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Let's have it on the podcast.
Gee,
we need him. Why didn't we think about that? First, let's invite him, and then we'll chat with him first.
Michael Tellinger as well. Michael Cremo.
Yeah, Mike.
Bill Donahue.
Mark Passio. I'm just so surprised Bill Donahue is not signing up, man. It's just so weird. He's such an intellect.
Dude, how about I just give you? I'll make all my books available. I'll make a Syncretism Society books section, and sell 6,000, 10,000 books. Dude, just from my first 3 videos alone, people have been hitting me up and be like, I bought this book, I bought this book, I bought this book. It's ripple effects like that.
Hey, tell them a little bit about your lessons. Let's start off with something simple like Admiral Byrd, right? And who he is.
Well, that's not really that simple.
The fact that he was a Navy officer, the fact that he was taking trips down and he was taking trips down to the south, to the Antarctic wall. What he said when he got over, how the climates change back to normal once you pass the wall and it gets warm again and tropical weather hits. and what he's discovered.
Yeah, the different pockets of land with. Oh, you mean with when he went supposedly to Agartha and he got abducted by the saucers?
Yeah. Exactly.
Met the giant people. They took over his air.
Yep.
They turned off his aircraft mid-flight. He got surrounded by like a floating platform. Yeah. It was speaking telepathy to him. It said, "Get on." It took him down, hovering into the hollow earth. There were suddenly grapes the size of watermelons. There was mammoths walking around.
Yes.
Giant animals. And then he talked to the king, and he said, the king of the giants, apparently, of these, the center of the earth, probably, or the center, I don't know. It's one of the kingdoms of these benevolent entities or benevolent people.
That's when he flew. That's when he flew to That's when he flew to the south, to the north. I'm sorry, to the North Pole, right?
I'm not 100% sure, but
you're talking about the land of the giants when he flew to the North Pole because he did both trips. He did both trips.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he flew. That's when you're talking when he went to the North Pole where the four rivers meet. When there was, it's the land of the giants for sure.
I purposely omitted that in the video because I didn't want to make people think that I thought that nuclear weapons were real, because that was what the king said to them, that the reason that we have to interfere, we have a non-interference rule, but the reason we have to interfere now is because you guys have advanced so far technologically that you're causing a disturbance.
Yeah. But that doesn't.
So we got to step in.
But that doesn't mean that it's because of nuclear weaponry, per se, right?
Yeah,
we're just more technologically advanced, and we could inflict a lot of damage on our land. So it doesn't have to be necessarily because of nuclear weaponry. So yeah. But yeah, Admiral Byrd, he was actually a recipient of the Medal of Honor. So he was pretty high up there, man.
What really resonates with me is how they said that the only way you're able to come here is when you have a noble and moral heart.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, damn, I'm like, that's so true, because I've experienced that in real life. So like when my life is at risk, when I'm in certain place and I'm like challenging freaking interdimensional entities, and I'm just like, no, you can't do it this way. This is the way it's going to be now. I'm changing this shit, and I have a noble heart. I'm like, you can't go around testing people's like hearts and then just offing them. Like, that's crazy. That's not what advanced species does. What the heck is going on there? That's a whole different freaking story. But that happened to me at the Esalen Institute, and that's a whole different story there. But when you do actual field work, instead of just sitting in an armchair like all of Santos detractors and haters, just sitting in an armchair and making fun of a guy who's done actual field work, it gets really annoying, and so you got to bury these people.
Yeah. Well, they've got a great audience. 1 subscriber.
Metaphorically speaking, of course.
Yeah, 3 subscribers. These guys are important in history.
They got 3 subscribers.
One guy who criticised me had 4.
Oh wow! He's up there.
One had 1. I mean, this is massive. These guys have got massive
following.
Pull. I mean, they're doing all the work. They know that this flying like Mark Passio and SciManDan at 650 million miles an hour, and the Earth doesn't burn up. I'd like to ask.
What about burn it up? It never a shake, never a wiggle,
never a tremble, never a wobble, never a dip. We don't dip all of a sudden.
Never felt that before.
Oh.
Except when I drink too much.
It's just
which I've been doing less of because of the Syncretism Society.
There you go, brother.
It's just dead still. It's obviously Mark Passio and SciManDan have never meditated, because if they did meditate, they would realize that the Earth is
so true, dude.
Stationary. It does not move.
I was walking around meditating at the grocery store yesterday, and I'm like, these people don't meditate. I'm like,
why would they?
It's insane.
Why would they? When you're an NPC, why would you meditate? There's no need to meditate.
Because they're upside down spinners, like Mark Passio. He's upside down spinning when he does his talks. I'm angry.
He's got to hold himself.
I'm the angriest man in the world, and all I talk about is how angry I am. And look at how ugly I am too. And look at me spinning.
Anyway, these people.
What a ghoul.
He is a ghoul.
Creepy.
He is a ghoul.
creepy.
Dan, yeah, take over, Danny boy.
Hey, yeah, and you know, I'm glad you go after him. Keep going after him. Go after Mark Passio. Go on, mate. If you've got any spare time. I don't have time, but I would love to just go and troll his
anyone you want
channel and
any of these low-level gatekeepers you want me to go after, I will.
Yeah. But Mark Passio and SciManDan, and send them all my videos. Get it one at a time. Get other people too as well, like your friends, to send those two.
All right, I'm gonna make a list.
All my videos, all of them on Flat Earth.
Brother Daniel, we have to destroy this globe. It has to be dismantled.
Well, it's already destroyed. It's
Mark Passio.
dead. There's no debate. The debate's over. But if you want to have it, Santos
Let's crush Mark
have it with you, Marky boy.
Passio's Santa balls.
Yeah, we have to.
That's what I'm going to do, Mark Passio. I'm going to crush your Santa balls. You watch.
All right.
If he doesn't do it, he's a coward.
He's a coward.
And he's a gatekeeper.
He's not going to do it.
Coward.
He's not going to do it. I
Well, then he's a coward and a gatekeeper.
There you go. That's all it is. Hey, man, I want to know a little bit about your collection. Just a little bit more. Tell me about it and tell the viewers how you acquired them too.
Well, I just started. I drove from Los Angeles I drove from New York to Los Angeles in 2009. So I just started buying books and storing them in places.
Yeah.
And I had like thousands in Los Angeles and San Diego, and then I had thousands here in New York, and then I had like hundreds all over the United States. But I finally, I didn't want to combine it all. I'm trying to recreate the Alexander Library. I have, it's like that's everyone's dream. It's like, what a travesty. But so I have subjects on every single topic known to man. Any subject you can think of, I have it.
Like I said,
I've handpicked nearly every one too.
I love it. For those of you that are just joining in on the live stream now, Daniel Falkenbach, he's an instructor within the Syncretism Society Virtual Academy. He has just joined. He already has 3 wonderful, well, it's 2 lessons, and one of the lessons has 2 parts. And I can read it right out. So it's The Hollow Earth and the Hidden History of the Human Race with Daniel Falkenbach. Hollow Earth and Rear Admiral Richard Evelyn Byrd. Freemasonic Expedition with Daniel Falkenbach. And then your most recent one is Exploring the 3 Forms of Levels of Consciousness and Ether Reality. So my friend Daniel goes deep, and I appreciate your work, man, and I know you put a lot into it, man, so thank you so much for that.
The last video I was sapped in. I did the whole half-hour video, and then I'm just like, you know what, I couldn't fit the last 2 minutes of the video in that I wanted to. So then I deleted it. I redid the whole video when I wasn't in the mood and I was drained.
Thank you so much.
And I was literally I was sweating and I was like, oh, and I was like stumbling over my words. And I kept some of it in. I don't care. It's worth it. It doesn't matter if you screw up, you stumble, you stutter a little bit. You can learn from your failures. You can learn from your mistakes.
Dear people out there, or dear viewers that are watching this just to show you how much commitment our instructors have. That's just one of our instructors. Just one. There's so much knowledge that goes into the academy. There's so much
Speaking
content.
of the other instructors, Crystal and Nick coming up here.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to be coming up right now, and we're going to be going into how to detox the body and why we're so toxic. So hopefully Daniel will do this again real soon.
I'll stick around. I'll be in the chat. I'll be in the chat room.
All right, brother. That sounds great, man. Appreciate you. Like always. Talk to you real soon, brother.
Absolutely, man. See you, Santos. See you, Danny boy.
See you, Dan.
Brother.
Take care, man.
Ciao.
Dan and Dan.
Yeah. He's great.
Yep.
Flattenbach is...
Yeah, if you're a subscriber of the Syncretism Virtual Academy, folks, don't miss his videos because they are so funny. And support him and encourage him to send all of my Flat Earth videos to Mark Passio, because I'm going to debate him, and SciManDan, who thinks is scientific, spinning, wobbling and hurtling at 650 million miles.